Hello! Today the question is, why does Elon Musk, say that we all live in a simulation? Now, first, forget about Andrew Tate. Probably you heard of it, of him. But, you know, he constantly pushes the idea that we all live in a matrix, and what a chance he has the answer. It's just about taking part into his courses, of course, paid courses. So, forget about him. First concept, entanglement. You have two particles. This is quantum physics, but really, I'm not an expert, so I'm just a guy like you. So, you have two particles, and if these two are connected, the funny thing, or the very strange thing, is that if you change the state on this particle, the other one reacts almost immediately. But if you assume that, you know, the information about the fact that the status of this particle had to be transmitted through the time-space to the other one, this would simply violate one of the basic rules that Einstein gave us, and it's the fact that nothing can travel faster than the speed of light. So the speed of light is really a limit that we cannot go over. And still we don't have an explanation for that, but it's proven that entanglement exists and it acts in such a way. Second concept, the state of a particle is defined only if you measure it. Otherwise, it's just, like a cloud of probability. So the typical idea that you have, a nucleus, a core in the atom, and then there are the electrons moving around in a perfect and predictable way. This is just, something that it's oversimplified. In reality, electrons, like any other particle, is not really, on a well-defined trajectory in a very specific place that in theory, in principle, you can always calculate, but no, you can just calculate a probability that the electron is gonna be there, but you cannot be sure. And in any case, you're gonna know where the electron is only if you measure it. So getting back to us, the fact is, you have your particle without a very precise state, and then you measure it, and boom, this state consolidates into probability 1, so it's certain. Now, let's start considering the hypothesis that we all live in a simulation or a video game, to make it easier. And everything starts making a lot of sense. In a video game, you are within the video game, and you are subject to the rules of the video game. But the video game itself, so the software, okay, the framework, is responsible to keep everything, balanced, checked, coherent. So it's pretty obvious to be understood that your PC, so the video game, doesn't really have to cope with the same rules that you are subject to when you are playing within the video game. So this might explain the fact that if you are within the matrix, you are subject to limits like the speed of light, but the entanglement is just a way the matrix, so the video game, uses to keep coherence in the system. Second, you are playing and everything is well defined around you. You can see, I don't know, the road, a chair, whatever. And then, if you look out of the window, there is a castle very far away from you. You can see it, but it's a little bit blurred. It's not really well defined. And then you start moving to it, and as you get closer to it, it gets enriched with several details, layering of details, till eventually getting into it and maybe see a sofa. But the fact is, and this could be confirmed by every game developer, that the sofa wasn't really there when you still was at the step 0, and the other way around. Now that you are in the castle, the original step 0, where everything started now has become blurred with just a little detail, the bare minimum, just for you to see it. And this might explain the fact that in nature, just the things that are around you, or in other way that you are able to measure, are clearly defined, and everything else is just open in all the possible statuses. And this is a way for the metrics to save resources. So that's why I'm not saying that this is true. We will see, maybe we will never ever know. But that's why guys like Elon Musk always push the idea that we all live in a matrix or in a simulation, or in other words, in a video game. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.